Hi everyone, welcome to channel Qtomation. In today's session we will see about system testing and in that what exactly is functional testing. So far we have discussed GUI testing in system testing. In the last session we have seen in system testing what is exactly GUI testing that we have covered in our previous session. GUI testing mainly covers on web element UI, their look and feel on the website. So we have seen about graphical user interface testing in our previous session. We have also seen usability testing. We have also understood what exactly is usability testing and we have also seen examples of usability. Today we will see what is functional testing. So as the name suggests, functional testing, what exactly is functionality? Functionality is the behavior of application. So let's take an example of e-commerce application. So we have different type of e-commerce websites which are basically e-commerce application. Inside that we have different type of features and functionalities. For example, if you take simple example of searching a product, adding that product into the cart, checkout of the cart, increasing the product quantity in our cart, doing the payment, these are all nothing but functionalities. These are the functionality of the application. If you take another example, let's say attaching a file to Gmail. So in Gmail we can create email. Inside that email we can write a body, we can write the email content, we can attach any file to that. That is nothing but a functionality of the application. If you take any type of application, there would be some kind of a behavior which is nothing but functionality of the application. So to test that functionality, we have to perform functional testing. Functional testing is nothing but checking the behavior of application. So functional testing is more than GUI testing. So in the previous session we have seen what exactly is GUI testing. So we focus on web element, we focus on UI of the web element. But in functional testing, it is more than just a GUI testing. Here we don't focus on UI of that application. In functional testing, we mainly focus on testing actual functionalities of the application. So this application functionality is defined by requirements. So whenever we receive the requirement, in that requirement, that specific functionalities and flows are defined. Developers follow those requirements and they create that functionality. And as a tester, we have to verify that whatever developer has developed in a functionality that is working as expected or not. That should work as per the given requirements. So that mainly covers in the functionality testing. So each functionality of the software application is tested by providing appropriate test input and then expecting the output and comparing the actual output with the expected output. So that means whenever, let's say in my application, whenever we are going to get a new feature or new functionality, so product team or the business team will provide the functional requirement documents, and in that document all the requirement will be written. So developer will follow this document, they will create or they will develop that specific functionality in the application. And as a tester, we have to write the test cases around that functionality. So we have to write those test cases that will cover all the functionalities and flows given in the requirements. And when the developer will give those build or develop functionality to the tester, we perform the test cases on that. So we perform the test execution and we will expect the output. And whatever is the output, we will compare that output with the expected output. If the actual output and the expected output in the functional testing matches, that means that case is passed. That means that application functionality is behaving correctly. In functionality testing, we focus mainly on checking the user interface. It can be a database testing, client or server application, and overall functionality of the application under test. So that's why we have to more focus on functional testing. So in short, functional testing is nothing but providing and identifying the test input. So functional testing actually ensures that the application properly satisfies all the requirements or the specifications which are given by business team or product team. In functional testing, system is tested against the functional requirements and specification. As I said earlier, so we have to first identify the test input. We have to write the test cases around that functionality. We have to compute the expected outcome with the selected test input. So let's say in the specific functionality, when we provide that input, we should know what should be the expected output. That we cover by executing the test cases. And after executing the specific test cases, we will get the output. We will compare that output with the expected output. So we will compare actual output and expected output, and those should match. Then only we can say that functional testing is successful. So overall, it verifies or it ensures that the application is properly satisfying the requirement and specifications. What are the benefits of functional testing? Bug-free product. So if you perform functional testing correctly, it will ensure that delivery of bug-free and high-quality product, because functional testing will cover all the requirements. In functional testing, we will verify, as a tester, we will verify whether the expected output is matching with the actual output. So actual output is the one which we perform during the test execution. After providing the test cases, test inputs, we will get some output, and that actual output should match with expected output. And it will ensure that delivery of bug-free and high-quality product. Customer satisfaction. So functional testing will ensure that all the requirements are met, and it will ensure that the customer is satisfied. In functional testing, focused on specifications as per the customer usage, proper working of application. So functionality testing will also ensure that application works as expected, and it will ensure proper working of all the functionality of the application. And overall, it will improve the quality of the product. Some limitations might be there if you don't perform the functional testing correctly. So missing critical errors. So there are high chances while executing the functional test if the critical and logical errors are missed. So we should not miss any type of critical and logical errors during functional testing, because if you miss those during the functional testing, they will eventually go to production and it will cause errors in the user interface. So user will notice those errors if they are not caught during the functional testing. Redundant testing. So during functional testing, there are high chances that we will be performing some redundant flows again and again. Incomplete requirement. So if the requirement is not complete, then the performing this testing will become difficult, because to perform the functional testing, each and every requirement should be clear. If you miss some requirement, then it might not be tested during the testing, and it will miss from the overall team. So there are high chances that requirement should not be missed. So that we have to take care during the functional testing. In functional testing, there are different areas where we have to focus on it. We can say these are the different types, or these are the different areas of where we have to focus on functional testing, which includes object properties testing, error scenarios and error handling related testing, database testing. Database testing is really huge thing. So during the functional testing, we can do some basic type of database testing as well. Links functionality testing. So in the website, if you have any type of links, then we can perform the functional testing around the links as well. Cookies and session management related testing. Manipulations or calculations related testing. So these are the different functional testing which we have to cover. We will discuss in detail about this type of functional testing in coming sessions. But let's understand, I hope you got the basic understanding of functional testing. So again, we can revise one more time. System testing includes GUI testing, usability testing, functional testing, and non-functional testing. Out of which, we have already seen GUI testing and usability testing. And we have also seen what is exactly is functional testing. So functional testing is nothing but covering the functionality of the application. So whatever requirements we have received, we have to verify that the functionalities is working correctly during the functional testing. So what exactly is functionality? Functionality is the behavior of the application. In the functional testing, we actually perform the test execution. We check whether the expected output is matching with the actual output, and it will ensure the bug-free product. It will satisfy the customer's requirement. All these things are covered in functional testing. So in the coming session, we will see what exactly is object properties testing inside the functional testing. So thanks for watching this video.